This is part 2 of trying to make 100K a month for my marketing agency. And so far, right now, I just had a conversation with Brandon not so long ago about yesterday. Basically, he's breaking down all the things that he sees and what he feels like needs to be added. And I'm like, perfect. So I basically have this conversation. I'm going to pull it up right now so you can guys see the conversation, just a short clip. So that's what I'm going to kind of be doing, is like showing people like this is how you're going to be saving money and time when it comes to it. Because what I want to pitch with it is we have an AI that can set up your business with ads, websites, funnels, automations in the next 3 days. That's already saving so much time. And then going from there. All right. But anyways, after that talk, I started kind of implementing it bit by bit. My partner Jack is taking care of it as much as possible, as fast as possible. I'm working on other things and creating my fitness app that I'm trying to create specifically, and then have my friends promote it, since they did weight loss exercise where they literally lost almost 120 pounds. It's a huge difference, and using that as a advertisement would be insane. It's going to be great. But of course, I'm actually wanting to create an app that would be really good to use, to utilize, that people would actually enjoy. So what I'm doing specifically with my AI is it's constantly doing research. It's constantly figuring out, okay, what needs to be added? What doesn't need to be added? What are the main issues when it comes to all of this? And then what it does, it's constantly reviewing itself every single time. Like right now as we speak, it's reviewing itself. It's working through the laptop, because right now I'm going to my dentist appointment because they got to change my bracket. I'm trying to get my braces off as fast as possible, since my wedding is coming up in October. So I need to get this shit done. I'm trying to get successful by that time, which I will. 100% I will be successful by that time. You guys will see it in the process, in the flesh, right? But like I said, as we speak, it's working on the computer as much as possible. It's constantly analyzing. It's constantly figuring out, okay, what do I need to change? What do I need to figure out when it comes specifically for, fitness and apps? What are people struggling with? What are people that don't like about fitness apps? And then what I'm telling it to do is I want it to revert it and make it better. So all the bad reviews it's gathering from all these other businesses, especially like the ones that are the very best fitness apps, and it's grabbing all the bad reviews, grabbing it and making it better. So I'm constantly I'm putting myself at the very top when it comes to this app shit. So I do truly believe that it's going to be amazing. It's going to make a very big change. I added a QR code where it scans food products. It tells you if it's good or not, especially what you're trying to do. If you're trying to bulk, it will tell you this is fantastic for bulking. It just depends on the type of style of exercises that you're trying to do. And I probably have to add that as well inside of Claude so he understands. Because again, Claude is still in the process. This is the year that it's growing. It's faster than ever. It's doing so much big changes, but you need to constantly be at it, constantly adding skills to Claude, because the thing is, it doesn't know anything. It's like a child. It's like a newborn child. You have to teach it. You have to tell it things, and it'll progressively start to get better the more it keeps doing the same thing over and over again. It starts to understand itself, but you need to add rules. It's only good if you start adding rules. You need to add rules. And what I mean adding rules is you're literally telling it like, hey, every time you're working on something, every 3 minutes, save it. Save the memory. Have it in memory. And what you want to do is you want to connect it through GitHub. Now, obviously, if you have a team and you have multiple people, try to get it connected through GitHub, because GitHub would be your server, your main server. That's where it saves all the information so it doesn't overflood in your computer and shit like that, especially if you're starting out. I spent only almost $300 on the Apple laptop. It was perfect. When I did that, it was amazing. Now it's ready to go. Even though it doesn't have that many gigabytes, I'm putting it through GitHub, so it saves me so much time when it comes specifically to that. So yeah, I just had that conversation. It went fantastically well. Now as we speak, I don't even know if this is not the right one. It's been a minute since I went to the dentist because I've been so fucking busy back and forth with it that I was like, I don't even remember the address that much, but I think I do now. Anyways, so right now as we speak, when it comes to everything and what I'm trying to build, so I have Brandon, which I have a conversation. I'm going to have a call with him at 9 o'clock. You guys are going to actually see the whole clip and video when it comes to him. You're going to see it. Also, on top of the fact, I need to start working on my pronunciations, the way I talk, the way I speak to myself, because I'm trying to remove the, like, I need to remove that shit because I do truly believe that it's not really professional and it's been embodying me. So it's like, I need to consciously be aware of taking breaths. Like I would do that. I'll take a breath to take that little pause, or I'll repeat the same word again to catch myself, to figure out what's the next thing to say. So I don't constantly be saying the same, cause it sounds fucking retarded. I learned this a while ago, but recently I was watching a YouTube video and it just kind of stuck with me. I was like, oh shit. That sounds amazing. Because I'm telling you, you could be the most smartest person in the whole wide world. You can have a comprehension, explain things, break things down so amazingly. But by doing that type of maneuver where you're like, this, you sound like a fucking dork. You sound retarded. You sound like you don't know what you're talking about. And it's not good in business. Does it mean that you can't still close? Of course. Of course you're going to be able to still close. Like, you see, I just had a pause. Of course you're going to be able to close. Of course you're still going to be closing deals. But those are the little things that people are aware of and that can fuck you over in the long run, especially if you're going to be doing bigger businesses out there. I mean, I don't know what exactly your goals are, but for me, you already know what my goal is: to make $100K a month when it comes to the marketing agency, and to scale that into a multi-million-dollar monthly revenue. My whole goal when it comes specifically to this is making $100 million a year. 100% is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. And then sell it for a really big amount of profit. And then focus on other things. And of course, enjoying what I do, because I do enjoy making videos. I just never had the time. And now I'm actually taking the actions to do so. So I'm almost here. Look at that. I'm almost here to the dentist appointment. I do want to say this. I want to add this really quick so I don't forget myself when I do continue talking here. I want to leave this note really quick before is anything that you want to change, anything that you want to improve or push forward. Because I'm going to tell you this. I've been a person that used to be lazy as fuck. I used to smoke weed. I used to drink. I used to not really give a fuck. I used to edge a lot. I'm just going to be keeping it a band with you. And I still struggle when it comes specifically to that, right? But with drinking and weed, I don't even do that no more. I smoke cigars, you could say, if you go on my social media. But I don't even drink like that. I don't. I was in a sense like an addict. I felt like an addict, to be honest with you. And I knew it was slowing me down. And I knew it was affecting my life. I knew that it was putting me in a state of, I guess you could say, depression. And it fucked my life up. And it's insane how quickly I've changed in the past 8 months of my life. Literally, I have about, and this is not to be cocky, this is not to be bragging or anything, because there's people out here making millions of dollars. I'm not even there yet, right? But I have about 7 employees working with me. 5 of them do calls. One of them is my partner, Jack, which is the co-owner with me. So we're both co-owners. And then my friend, which is my brother-in-law, you could say, Lucas, which he's more into mindset and tweaking my callers into becoming the best callers in the whole wide world. They're going to be making so much fucking money. I'm telling you, they're going to be making millions because the systems and everything that I have put into place is literally out of this world. And I know I can, because my partner Jack has been doing this marketing agency for more than 15 years. No fucking business can hold that long. Most businesses fail in the next 5 years. In 5 years, a business will fail. It doesn't last long. My man has been staying in this business for more than 15 years. staying strong. And he used to be making almost 200K a month. This man was making 200K a month, bro. This man was making so much fucking money. But the thing is, when COVID hit, things kind of went down, and he just decided, you know what, I'm gonna just go and, in a sense, retire. He just wanted to chill out. He just stopped. Because he could have kept it going. He most definitely could have kept it going and built something out of it. He could have helped businesses that were literally selling fucking COVID boxes and running ads for them. He could have made millions of dollars with it. But he just decided for himself to retire, in a sense, for a little bit. He just wanted to quit for a bit, because on top of the fact, his partner literally left him midway in a business deal, in a business transaction that was happening. And I don't know why. It was something to be with his girl. I just came here. It's only 4:23, so at 4:30 I gotta be in there. But anyways, let me not be so fucking close to you. My bad. Let me get some personal space for you. But yeah, his friend, holy shit, catch that bitch. His friend dipped on one of his businesses midway, and it kind of just went downhill. So he just said, he basically let the house burn down. He's like, fuck it, I'll rebuild it again. And now, as we speak, when I was with him, which is 8 months ago, I literally I've been with him when everything was going down. We had a warehouse in downtown Florida. It was a really nice, beautiful studio. We were doing amazing things. We were actually doing business over there. And I was just learning. I didn't give a fuck about money at that point. I was, but I just wanted to learn. I wanted to understand. And I know eventually he was going to put me on when it comes to all this. And he was surprised how long I stood there without making a single cent. And that's when he realized, this motherfucker knows what he's doing. He understands what business is all about. It's not just money. Of course, everybody wants money, but you need to understand that you need to first develop the skills. Once you develop the skills and the mindset, because the mindset is the most important thing, then that's when money starts to come to you. You start to receive it, because you're in a different frequency when it comes to everything. And so I started learning, and I got to the point where he's like, fuck it. He gave me a contract with me. We're doing 60 and 40%. So I'm literally taking 60%. He's taking 40%. He literally gave almost all of his business to me and said, I'm going to be in the back end handling all the shit. You be in the front end. The back end is the systems, the things, and I'm still having to work in the back end, because he has days where he's in vacation. Right now he's in Puerto Rico. But I'm trying to focus more on the front end, which is making money. The front end is making money. And that is the most important thing by far. And I will explain a little bit further when it comes to that. And yeah, ever since then, I've been building this, and look where I'm at now, where I'm much more healthier. My fitness is amazing. This is my picture now, which is an amazing progress. And at the same time, I'm slowly making money bit by bit. I'm literally making money bit by bit, and it's growing faster than ever. And especially with these callers now that I have, and this amazing and beautiful team that I'm growing with, it's going to be inevitable. This shit is going to blow up. I know it. And I truly believe that I'm the best when it comes to the whole marketing agency. I do truly believe it. And I believe to the point where I know I'll be much more successful than Brez. I truly believe it. I know it, because the thing is, you got to understand that Brez doesn't have the same hunger as I do. I just believe that, because I've been delusional for this for 8 months straight. Now, I could be wrong. I could not be. But I'm so fucking delusional in believing that I know that I'm better than Brez, that I'm going to be more successful than him. I know I'm going to fucking win. I'm going to blow up. Trust me. You guys will see it within your own eyes. You'll see the whole progress of me becoming the best version of myself. I'm going to be better than everybody when it comes to this marketing industry. I'm basically taking over Florida. I'm taking over Florida completely. I'm owning that shit. It's mine. My fucking name is stamped on the fucking piece of paper. I know I'm going to do it. And you guys will see the whole progress when it comes to it. And at the same time, I'm going to be giving out fucking game. Who gives a shit, bro? Because at the end of the day, I'm always adapting to the situations, and I know that I'm constantly putting in the work every single day. I work till fucking 3 o'clock at night. I don't give a shit, bro. I'm ready. I'm so fucking hungry. It's like a lion that hasn't eaten in fucking 2 months. It's ready to fucking hunt. It still has the energy to fucking hunt. Like, I'm fucking desperate in a sense. No, I'm not gonna do it the wrong way. Of course, I'm gonna do it the right way. But I'm saying I'm fucking hungry, bro. I'm fucking hungry. I know I'm gonna fucking win. So I do truly believe that I'm gonna be better than Brez when it comes to all of this fucking business shit. I don't give a fuck what people will say. I'm better. I'm better, bro. Trust me. And you have to have that, in a sense, egotistical way when it comes to this business shit. Because if you're telling yourself, well, I don't know if I'm capable, you're already fucking slowing yourself down. Right there and then. By speaking like that, you're slowing yourself down into becoming the best version of yourself, because you can't even see yourself being good in the first place. You have to tell yourself you're the best. And this is the thing, right? When it comes to me and Lucas, we're constantly creating things. We're constantly building things. He's creating his coaching business. I'm helping him actually grow when it comes to his coaching business. But even so, bro, he tells himself he's better than me. And I tell myself I'm better than him. And it's not like we're fighting. It's not like, we're having this electric spark in each other and fucking kind of mean mugging. No, of course not. But we understand how the game works. We understand that that's the type of delusional that you have to be. You have to have that fucking mindset where you know that you're the fucking best when it comes to anything. Any fucking industry, any fucking niche, anything that you're trying to do, you have to tell yourself, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best. Because the higher you see yourself, the smaller the rewards is, the quicker it gets. Think about it like this. If you set your ceiling so high to the point where you say to yourself, I know I make $1 million. I'm the best when it comes to this. I'm a fucking winner. I'm a winner. I make $1 million. Right? My mom's calling me. Let me hang up. Fuck no. And I tell myself, I know I'm the best. I make millions of dollars. But this year alone, you make 180K, right? Or 200K. It's still fucking progress. Don't beat yourself down. Don't be like, man, I didn't make $1 million like I was telling myself this year. But you made fucking 280K. You took that money. You literally took it, because you're not making money. You're taking people's money. You took that fucking money. And you've never made that before. What are you talking shit about? You literally progress so fast. Is it going to happen out of nowhere? Maybe. It just depends on how much you truly believe in yourself when it comes to this shit, bro. All right, y'all. So I just came back from the dentist. My phone was literally at like 2%. But I just got new braces. They finally told me that they're going to take it off in 2 months. So I'm super, super dope. And just super happy when it comes to all of it. Because I'm finally going to get my braces off. I've been having it for more than like 5 years now. So it's like... And today, because they put more rubber bands, one of them broke because I was eating fucking popcorn. I ain't gonna lie. I was eating like shit for a second. Okay, my dog is just barking. But yeah, it's kind of exciting that I'm finally gonna take it off and stuff. But yeah, I've been having it for more than 4 years now, so it's like it's just been annoying since it constantly has been hurting me every single time they keep tying it or tweaking it. But I just had an amazing conversation with Brandon. Basically, we kind of like broke down some things and some ideas. And the reason I say all of this is because I want to kind of just give you guys some advice for everything, especially what I've been doing. I'm actually trying to open this shit up so I can work on back to the business and stuff. And it keeps building the systems that I got going on. God damn. All right. Anyways, so I gave some amazing advice with Brandon when it comes to all of this shit. And I just wanted to kind of like precipitate it back with you guys, because I feel like if I constantly be sharing knowledge, people will precipitate the same thing. The thing that you constantly do is what you're constantly going to get back. That's why I always say, if you give, you always get it back tenfold. That's just the belief that I have when it comes to everything in life in general, and how God has been blessing me every single day. The more I keep giving, the more I keep giving for you guys, the more I keep giving for my clients and wanting to work into growing something big. But Brandon is basically doing e-commerce on top of the fact of what we got going on specifically for, Welcome Lane. And, he's been doing cold calls and, doing SMS emails and, SMS and messages and stuff, which is good. But we just had a conversation about his businesses now. He said he was going to invest money towards his treats. He was going to buy a couple products here and there, kind of buy all of these things. And I was like, whoa, what are you doing? That is the worst thing you could do. And the reason I say that is because of this. When you are starting a business, and I've learned this a while ago, but this is the thing, I started getting reminders of this. And now that's why I'm moving forward when it comes to my whole marketing side. Do not invest in money that is not going to make you money. Again, for him, it was buying dog treats. Oh, I was going to buy a couple dog treats to see what works, what I liked, and then I was going to start selling it. I'm like, dude, you're already wasting money. What are you doing? Don't do that. What you need to do is this. Don't sell anything. Don't even buy the treats. Start selling it. Start advertising. Start actually putting more energy to selling it. And then what you do from there is when money is actually coming through and things are actually moving when it comes specifically for that, what you do is this. All you have to do is you send them an email to all the clients and say, hey, right now, we're having a delay since a lot of people are buying from this product. This is a really famous product that people are just constantly buying. We're going to have kind of a delay. Maybe it's going to take you about 3 weeks, but because of you being a loyal customer and you staying with us, we'll give you a free gift. We don't have to kind of explain too much about the gift. You could be like, we're giving out a couple free chew toys for the dog. What is that? Maybe $5 you could spend, $8, right? Worst case scenario, 15, but they're buying these dog treats for $30, $40. You delay it. They're like, oh, well, I'm going to wait because now they're waiting for a free gift. Now they're getting a free gift since the delay. That's the type of move I was explaining to him. When it comes specifically for his business. And I wanted to reciprocate that when it comes to you. Whatever business you're kind of starting out, whatever it is that you're trying to grow, don't spend money on trying to buy all this shit, I think I need a LLC, or I need this little bullshit, or I feel like I need these systems and these back orders. That's all bullshit. To be honest with you, all those things are completely bullcrap. They're not making you money. If it's not making you money, don't invest time. Focus on that after you're actually starting to make money. Then you start to invest into certain systems and programs that you need. If not, don't be doing that. Because again, for me specifically, it took about 10 different businesses before I actually started learning what marketing is. And when I started getting into that, that's when I started to see a little bit of results. And once I knew that this was something that was actually earning me something, that's when I started investing my time and money when it comes to it. But when you first are starting out, don't even invest. What you're trying to do is cultivate as much money as you can and not invest a single cent. Try to just sell as much bullshit as you can. Try to just keep going until something works. And if it doesn't work, then you haven't spent anything. So what's the worst that could happen? That you have to refund them back? Oh, well, you refund their money back and you're good. But all you have to constantly be doing is investing on time specifically of making more money. If it's called advertisements and advertising that, spend more money specifically on that. That's it. Don't invest on the product. Don't be doing all that. Wait until money's actually coming in and then start buying the product and then start, putting up the labels. 3 weeks. It shouldn't take you that long for 3 weeks to happen for you to then find some label, put a stamp on your business, and then call it a day. It's ridiculous. So that's how I was kind of like just explaining to him specifically on how to do things. But I also said to him as well, feedback. Try to get as much feedback as you can. And that's one of the most important things, especially with what I'm doing and what I'm growing, is I'm trying to constantly get feedback. I be getting feedback from him. For all the callers that I have that I'm constantly getting feedback every single time. I want them to tell me exactly what it is. What is the issue? So what I do is this, right? You don't always have to constantly dangle money at them. You don't have to be doing that, because this is the thing. People don't really care. People won't work for you because you're giving money. First off, if you're constantly being say, well, we're going to give you this and this and this and this, and you're actually spending too much money on the person so he can start working with you, I mean, to be honest, you're not going to really be making nothing. It's basically a waste of time doing it. You need to, in a sense, you need to build, how do I explain this? Everybody likes to feel important, so you want to make them important. You want to feel important. You want to make them feel like they're doing something good, but you want to paint this image to them at the same time. Even if it's bullshit at the beginning, you have to paint the picture. You have to tell them how this product and this is gonna change your life. This is gonna be a huge evolution. This is the thing that's gonna actually make us millions of dollars. Whatever it is, right? You have to paint the picture, because the thing is, you have to lie first before it actually happens, because people can't truly understand or see your vision. That's the sad part, is that those visions or those dreams that you have, that's for you and for you only. Those people can't understand. They can't comprehend what you have and what you're building. They can't see it. And so what you need to do is you need to paint a picture for them, even if it's bullshit at the moment, even though you're doing it and you're actually taking the actions and you're actually accomplishing those dreams and you're getting closer every single day. You constantly have to keep instilling those images in them. Hey, this is what we're going to do. Sooner or later, like, this is the year, this is when we're going to be making money, this and this and this, and explaining. And then on top of the fact, again, just how I said, people like to feel important, make them feel important. Make them be the ones, in a sense, quote unquote, they're managing the show. How I set it up when it comes to my business specifically, as I tell them, hey, this is like I'm owning a little mini franchise when it comes to it. Oh, mini franchise. Yeah, because the more you keep working on closing deals and understanding how it works in all the systems, when you have the experience, you can hire your own callers specifically, and all you do is you're managing those callers. And I kind of broke it down in a system where this is the percentage, and now you're making passive income. So now they see, in a sense, the levels, like, okay, I can progress in this business. I can actually grow from this. Now they understand the dream that I'm instilling and building, and now they're going at it. So, because the thing is, I'm not paying them hourly, I'm paying them percentage. So how do you make someone work for you for free? To be honest with you, for a while, you instill those things, you paint that picture, and you make them feel important. Those are the two key factors of what you need to do. That's what makes people stay. I have 2 people that have been staying working for me for 2 months straight for free. I haven't paid a single dime at them. And I'm not saying they're not going to get rewarded. I'm not saying they're not going to get benefited from it. 100%. I want to even help them when it comes to their business. But what I'm saying is, I've learned so much specifically for them. They've been telling me certain things that I need to be tweaking on when it comes to the systems, certain angles that I couldn't even tell or see in my side. That's the beauty of it, is when you have a team that you can actually rely on, that they can actually spot on bullshit or see when things don't look right. For instance, I have an amazing partner, Brandon, that is trying to start with his e-commerce business. And what he basically broke down all the things that I needed to add with it when it comes to my business. And he hasn't made a single cent yet. I'm not saying he isn't, because he almost got a deal and we almost closed when it comes to it, which I've already talked about on my previous video when it comes to it. But he's already getting there. And I'm helping him when it comes to his other business. That's the thing. I'm explaining to him. I'm giving advice. I'm not a person that is going to be just bullshitting you. I'm actually going to teach you something. And I'm actually going to give you game and value when it comes specifically to anything. Because I've been through all the bullshit for almost 3 years now, trying to learn this shit, trying to figure things out. Because I was never a type of person that wanted to work for nobody. I hated that shit. I hate to work for someone. That's complete bullshit to me. It's all a scam, to be honest. But it gives you some work ethic. It gives you a certain type of motivation and push to be like, okay, I need to do something better for my life. But they don't teach you the things that you need to be teaching to start off. All they want you to do is stay as an employee, work as an employee for the rest of your life, and call it a day. And then by the time you're fucking 65, you retire with some pension money that you can't even survive out of. Like, come on. And so that's why I want to instill these people, especially these young people that I'm working with too, that work with me, to understand how to play the game. Because again, I said this in one of my meetings. I said, I want them to use this as a stepping stone, because all the learning skills that they learn on how to do sales, they can learn that and implement it into any business they want to do moving forward. Anything. That's the beauty of it. And I feel like that's the first thing you need to be doing when it comes to it, is learning how to sell. Once you learn how to do that, once you learn the psychology of it, how to maneuver with it, how to actually, because I always say you need to be hard closing, not soft close, hard closing. You want to be, you want to create this intense, like, oh, you need to get this now, this is only a limited time type of thing. You don't want to be like, well, we'll wait tomorrow. No, today. We're going to close today. This is important today. And so these are like little things that and ideas that I be instilling in my people's minds and my company specifically, of how to maneuver. And again, I'm not the best when it comes to this. I'm not going to bullshit with you. I'm not the best when it comes to selling, but I at least give it out so they don't have to go through all the bullshit that I have been through for so long. And I at least try to share my ideas. I at least want them so when they do leave, regardless if they made progress in the business, regardless if they made their money or not, they at least learned something from it, and they didn't waste time with me. They actually understood something that they can actually apply when it comes to any business that they do. They already know what to do, because there's always that saying that the hardest thing is to make your first million. Your first million is the most difficult part. Your first million is the most difficult part. But once you understand how to make your first million, that's it. It's easy, because it's a plug and play. And by the next million that you make, it's easier. And by the next million after that is much more easier, because then you start to understand how to play the game. You understand how to do things. You know how to cut back. You know how to avoid bullshit when people tell you things. Another thing that I've talked about specifically about it is how to famous people and get around when people scam you. Because I gotten scammed before, where I lost almost $5,000 from another team that were supposed to do my marketing side when it comes to my business. And the thing is, I didn't have time to run ads specifically for mine. I actually wanted a team that they had the experience, and I wanted to focus more on the business and understanding and add, the code, and started learning more about Claude. I wanted someone that could just focus on that, make some money coming in through, and then me focusing on other things. Hold up. But the thing is, I don't know why this is not working right now. There we go. My shit was off for a little bit. But the thing is, I understood that eventually I learned that they scammed the fuck out of me and they just took money from me. The thing is, I always say this, and it's the most important thing. If you're going to start something, if you're going to build a team that don't work with businesses. Don't work with business owners. Because the moment that you literally send the invoice, they got 6 or 7 other people that they're working on. Let's say, for an example, they're a marketing agency, right? For me, right? They got 8 other people that they have to work on. You already sent the $5,000. They don't give a fuck about you. I don't care. You already sent the money. And that's what I did. I already sent the money, and then they just fled and went to Thailand or whatever. I'm gonna actually put it out. I'm gonna blast it out. It's OmniScale that kind of that scammed me and took my money when it comes to it. Fuck them. They can go all fuck themselves. I'm gonna be better than them, successful, way more successful than them than they could ever fathom. So fuck them. But it's those things. So how do you avoid it, right? Obviously, don't be like, well, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your pitch. If you already know the bullshit, don't hear it. But the thing is, I never do that. I actually always want to listen. And that's one of the other key factors that I want to add to, is always listen to everybody. It don't matter if you know something or if you know something way better than them, listen. Because the most important thing is this, right? Imagine you already know that this guy is bullshitting with you. He's telling you, oh, I can do this, I can do that. But for instance, there was another marketing agency that was trying to tell me, hey, we could do this. You're missing out on this. The thing is, I knew that they were trying to scam me, but I learned ideas from them just by listening to them. Even though I wasn't going to buy from them, even though I wasn't going to spend my money on them, I at least listened and I understood what I needed to implement it. He literally gave me the whole blueprint and the whole game on what I needed to fix on. I just blocked him afterwards. I took all that information that he literally told me and I just started to apply it. And it's actually doing good. And that's the beauty of it, is like, always listen to people. Even if you're not going to buy, listen. Understand what they're saying. Even if you know something better, you might hear something out that is a little bit more unique that you never have heard of before if it wasn't for you to sit down and just listen for a couple minutes. For him, it was like a couple, 2 hours. But I learned so much from him, even if I wasn't buying from him. And even so, let's say for an example, it's not a business that you're going to be a part of. In the future, if you were going to ever start a business, let's say for an example, like I was giving out as a marketing agency, even if you're not going to run a marketing agency, but maybe in the future you do, you already understand how marketing agencies work just by that one conversation that you have with that one dude. And again, that is going to start to happen to you more and more. The more you keep getting successful, more people are going to keep hitting you up. More people are going to constantly message you. Hey, we can do this. We can manage this. We can build this. Don't listen to none of them. You even if you have money, don't even pay for it. Hear them out, take the knowledge, understand what they're saying, and apply it to your business. You don't need them. If you truly don't need them, you don't need them. You don't need to spend 15 grand so he can make a whole back end and all these businesses and all this data that you need to set up. That's complete bullshit. Always focus on the front end. The front end is the most important thing. The whole server can burn down. The whole warehouse can burn down. If it, again, and I always say this because this is the most important thing, you need to make sure that money is constantly coming in. Even if my website is down, even if everything is shut down, I always ask if money is coming in. If money is not coming in, that's the most biggest problem that I need to fix. I don't care about the back end. I don't care about nothing. Is money coming in? Because again, I always say this, money solves everything. Money solves everything when it comes to business, when it comes to everything. Your house can completely burn down. You can buy a new one. Who gives a shit, right? The most important thing is, as long as money is coming in, you'll be good. You'll be straight. I'm telling you, it's the honest truth. Because who gives a shit? The back end, we'll fix the back end eventually. Who cares? And even so, let's say you're delayed, right? Let's say people are hitting you up and people are saying, well, where's my product? Where's my thing? Then you hit them up. Be like, hey, I'm sorry about the delay. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to catch up to you and fix your systems or anything like that. And just be like, hey, what we can do for you is we'll give you a free add-on. There you go. Now they're all happy and giddy and shit. They're happy. Oh, well, I got a free product now. There you go. Now you made them happy. Because at the end of the day, I also said this on top of the fact, if they're at least coming to you and telling you about the problem that you did to them, that's good. Because they're at least coming to you privately. They're not blasting your business out. They're not telling that your business sucks. They're actually coming to you. The worst thing that you could do is ignore them. If you ignore your clients when you did something wrong, don't do that. If you're just text them. Take your time, talk to them, focus on them, making sure that they're okay. Eventually they'll calm down. They'll be less upset, and then just throw a little free gift at them. Just keep throwing free shit at them. You're like, here you go. You'll be okay. And we'll fix it. We got it. Let's make it better. And then you're good. But at the same time, this is the beauty of it. At the same time that he was telling you all this crap and all the things he didn't like, take notes of all of that and reapply it. And then what you can do is you can run ads evolving all of that. So imagine this, right? Imagine they were telling you that they had certain issues with this and this and this. You did this, I didn't like this, I didn't like this. Now you can run an ad and you can talk shit to the other companies and what they're doing, because the things that you did wrong, other businesses are doing the same thing. And so what you can do is you can run an ad and say, well, most businesses, even though you already previously did it, but you've already changed and fixed it, you can say, well, most businesses are doing this and this wrong. Because they're already giving you the issues that people are struggling with, and you can use that to advertise it and say, well, we already have a solution when it comes to it. Because you do. Because you understood what was the problem that the client was struggling with, what he didn't like that you did. You fixed the issue, and then you run ads about that issue. Now you have something with it.